Hello, friends. So I am just leaving the salon right now from work, and I just feel compelled to make this video right now because it's very clear to me that people are uneasy. They're feeling super fearful. Just the overall consensus of people is it's just like people are starting, I think, to wake up, and like a big group of people are about ready to wake up, because every single client that came into the salon today, the conversations that were being had with every single person were about masks, vaccines, just COVID, schooling. Is it going to be virtual? Is it going to be in person? Like, there is so much uncertainty in people's minds right now, and I just had like a really like true conversation with somebody, and it's just, this is the bottom line, and this is what I truly believe. Okay, so COVID-19, which for some reason we're all calling it COVID-19 now instead of the coronavirus. COVID-19, in my opinion, and I've seen it kind of labeled this way, stands for Certification of Vaccination ID. Go look into Bill Gates ID 2020. I truly believe that this is a man-made virus. This has been in the works and set up so that it is made to kill. It is made to steal joy. It is made to create chaos. It is also used to then create order, okay? Like I said before in my videos, the deep state, the cabal, Satanists that run the world, you guys, they've been doing this forever, and what they do is they create a problem, coronavirus, and they allow fear, chaos, uncertainty to kind of trickle in, which we're there. I mean, there's talks of the second wave, there's talks of them quarantining for up to 6 months, which is absolutely insane, okay? The civil unrest that will take place if something like that was to happen. I mean, the first time we were all like, what the heck is this? Fearful. Some of us were kind of just leaning on quarantine, feeling it out. Well, since that point, the world has waken up in such a massive way to all of the agendas and things of that nature. And I truly don't foresee a second wave going over very well, quarantine wise. If they try to quarantine us in our house for up to 6 months, I'm just throwing 6 months out there because that's what I've kind of heard through some videos and from other people. And typically when the winter comes, that's normally when the flu is kind of coming about. People's immune systems are less, they're not as strong because people are consuming more sugar because of the holidays, so on and so forth. But I feel like they're just going to use this quarantine as a way to kind of imprint more fear. Now, my beliefs are that I truly believe that the rapture of the church is going to happen this year. With everything that's going on, the Bible prophecies are literally just jumping off pages, and it's hard to keep up. That's how fast things are happening. And I truly feel like this is the perfect storm. This is the perfect setup. And, if in the Bible it talks about how the devil is the ruler of this earth right now. He was given authority to rule over the earth up until, Jesus returns to defeat him in the second coming. Now, if you ask me, I'm pretty sure that He has an idea when Jesus is going to come and rapture his people, which is why there has been so much lawlessness and chaos, and the dominoes are following rapidly with biblical prophecy, and there's just food shortages and plagues, and it's hard to keep up, but it's no mystery that these things are happening and at such a rapid speed. Now, what better way to pawn off the rapture of the church when millions of people are missing if we are quarantined in our houses and people don't have a huge amount of human-to-human contact? What better way to explain the absence of millions of people than to say the coronavirus had a mass kill-off for the fall second wave of COVID? And what better way to introduce the mark of the beast, COVID-19 vaccine? Now, I'm going to bold print this, quotes, whatever. Right now, the rapture of the church has not happened, so the mark of the beast is not present. But if the church is raptured, then the COVID-19 vaccine is a great candidate for the mark of the beast. But I don't want you guys coming at me saying, wait, you think COVID-19 vaccine or the coronavirus vaccine is the mark of the beast, or you think it is going to be? I think that it's a great contender, but if the church has not been raptured at the point of them rolling out the vaccine, then no, it is not the mark of the beast. But I will definitely not be first in line or in line at all to get the vaccine because of all of the attributes and things that are the components of this vaccine. Talks about like DNA splicing. There is certain, like, I think ingredients in there that resemble the name of like Lucifer or something. Like, just look into it. It's bad news. But I was just speaking to somebody and many people today about schooling, and I cannot even imagine what these parents are going through. There's some clients today that we had that are teachers, and they just have no idea what's going on. The children in Wisconsin right now are getting the option to go to school or stay distant. Now, as I was leaving, there was chat about there being no in-person school for the whole state of Wisconsin, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me to imagine a kindergartner trying to do distance learning. Like, this is the world that we live in, you guys, and it's only going to get more and more intense. And that's why I even made this YouTube channel, was to emphasize the importance of making sure that you are believing on Jesus for your eternal salvation, that you believe that he came, died, and rose on the third day. Just make sure your affairs are in order. And what I mean by that is just make sure that you're believing on Jesus. Believe on him and have faith that he came, died, and rose, and that he is the way, the truth, the life, and that he is the only way that you can come into salvation, is just believing on him. And it's grace through faith, not through works, and that it is through grace alone, faith alone, through Christ alone, and that is it. No works are involved in this. And it's just, I was a little bit fired up at the beginning of this video because I'm just like, I can't believe just the state of our world right now is just in a whole, as a collective group of people, we are, I'd say, like, the average feeling is just straight fear and confusion, uncertainty. And I have to say this, that it's just to the point where common sense is just not so common anymore. And I'm going to stop using that term because it's just not common. I'm going to replace it with rare sense, because there are so many red flags that are going on around us. And it's just to the point where it's like, how many red flags and how many things have to occur that just don't make sense before you understand that the agenda is not about you. It is not about your health. It is not about the mask. These are all distractions, you guys. the COVID vaccine, the masks, they're all here to kind of create division amongst the people. They're the enemy's pawns in his huge game. And call me what you want, but this is all stuff that's based off biblical principles, words from the Bible that I'm talking about right now. We have to open our minds and wake up. And it's only going to get worse, okay? I mean, now they're doing this whole coin shortage, hogwash crap. We're not short on coins, like I said in my last video, and it's only going to keep happening. It's going to create inflation. It's going to create a market crash. Next thing you know, we're going to only be using dollar bills, and then those will eventually slip away. And the goal at the end of all this is a one world currency, one world religion, new world order. It's the Antichrist system, and it is coming, you guys. The Antichrist, the moment that he is revealed, the church is going to be raptured. It's like, it's hard to believe that the rapture could happen at any other year. Like, there's so many things lining up and boxes are being checked, and it's just hard to deny that this is the year of, like, things are changing. And if you can't see that, and you truly are, you know, in a car driving around with a mask on and in fear of your life because of a virus, like, I just encourage you to just take a moment and see the bigger picture here. You know, there's just distractions everywhere, and that's just how our world runs. Our world runs on creating all of these different things to distract us from bigger pictures. So that's kind of where I'm at with all of this. I've heard so many people talk today, and, you know, when I'm at work, unless someone asks me a direct question, I really don't come out and say what all I just said in the last 12 minutes, because I'm just at work and I need to just kind of, you know, dial it down, keep the conversations general. But to be honest, all these people came in and they all just had different points of view, and they just thought about things differently, and they have different fears, and I don't really know what to say anymore. I'm just like, this all is so political, and at the end of it, it all boils down to your belief system. Truly. I mean, if you think about it, it really does. It boils down to your belief system and where your confidence lies. If you are constantly in a state of fear and worried, you know, oh, what are they going to do now? What are they going to do now? Or what's going to happen today? And it's like, truly my status of things is I'm like over the moon excited, because I see all this stuff happening, and I'm like, Jesus is around the corner. Like, that's truly where I'm at. I'm excited because I just know that it's almost time to go home, and I'm about to get a glorified body, and we're about to be raptured out of this crazy place. That's where my thoughts are at. I'm in a state of peace. I'm on firm ground because I know who my maker is, and anything could happen. I could die from this COVID stuff. Literally anything could happen to me, and I'm still going to be at peace because I know where I'm going. And I am internally secure, and I'm just chilling, waiting for my blessed hope. I'm waiting for Jesus to come in the clouds and get raptured up. So, I don't know. I just kind of want to put you at ease, and just, I had to make this. I was boiling over. With just wanting to just scream it out, because it's just like, some people are just so distracted by, oh my gosh, they Walmart mandated masks today, and this is crazy. And I mean, yeah, it is. It's ridiculously dumb, because if any of y'all, like, side note, if any of you guys have been to Walmart, explain to me why they close off and exit. Completely don't even use the door as an in and out unit. They only use one. Now, this is just one of many red flags that should be questioned. If we are trying to socially distance, which personally I believe socially distancing is just them improving their AI technology and facial recognition to just track us even more. But if we're really trying to socially distance, okay, why would you try to shove us through a door that's closer together, more confined? It's like one way in, one way out. It's like, why would we not try to separate it more? It's because they're trying to control us. They're trying to control and isolate and make sure there's only a certain amount of people in the store and make sure you're wearing your mask or you can't come in. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. I'm starting to ramble and I don't want to do that. I just had to speak, and to anybody who needs to hear this, I don't even know. Stay encouraged. I'm going to start putting what's called the ABCs of salvation in the description box because I really like how it's laid out. Stay encouraged, okay? I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.